And
Fight,
we
fight,
are
fight.
back. Do you know one of the reasons I love talking with him? As a
Mm.
martial arts guy, what he's talking about is spiritual jujitsu, right? Is is taking, that
Mm.
negative force coming at you
Mm-hmm.
and using it, you know, against you. Can you do that move again? I want to just see that with the
I
hands. Come
don't
on.
know what I did.
Is this like pushing in the hand? This is like, I love
Yeah, it
that.
was just some Muay Thai or something. I don't know.
No, Muay Thai, you look like this with your arms up, and
I'd be like,
you're not tall.
I'd be
You're
like,
not tall enough with not enough calluses on you. But
oh no, wait, what is no Tai Chi? That's what it is.
close. Tai Chi, Chinese, Muay
They both
Thai,
have
Thai.
Thai in the name. It's the same, bro. Okay.
It's too funny. I want to thank Rabbi Shore again. That was really enlightening. The one
Yes.
thing we didn't get to is because he does say in the book that there are four weapons, right? And
Mm,
what he calls Jewish weapons of the spirit, right? Prayer,
mm.
Torah study, ethical observance, and belief in God and His plans. That's the armor, right? And next
Yeah,
time maybe we can talk a little more about that. But I love
I like
being the
that.
fighter. I love the jujitsu aspect of it. So again, Rabbi Shore, if you're listening, thank you. The book again, Who's Afraid of
Yes.
the Big Bad Jew,
Yep.
available everywhere.
Yeah, check out the description, you guys. We've got his websites and links and socials and everything. So go check him
Absolutely.
out.
Okay, so as we close the show, where's the
Yes.
outrage? By the
Where?
way,
Where?
no, not that. Get that out of there.
Oh, whoops. Oh, wait. No, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hold on. Sorry. My bad. My bad. I was trying to remove it from the stream. Sorry. My bad.
No, that's okay.
All right.
So yeah, I was watching the press secretary today, and we got to go back to politics, of course.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about Doge. And by the way, now I,
Mm.
I I think that, you want to Doge people, right? I think Doge is
Yeah. Oh,
now a
yeah.
verb,
It's now a
right?
verb. Oh, yeah. People are
Right.
getting doged
People are getting
is to get laid
Doged,
off. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But to me, what happened today is if you were watching the press conference, Karen Levitt comes out and says that the White House Correspondents Association, basically the newspaper people who are always in the press room,
Yeah.
no longer are going to determine who sits in that room. They've had that monopoly for like 40 years. So the White House is now going to determine who's going to be in that room, which to me is probably more important than Doge.
Wait, I'm sorry, Robert. Catch me up here. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
what?
So today,
Why would these? Okay. Why would they
because,
get to choose who goes in there?
okay, I can't tell you how it came about. I can just tell you it's been 40 years, give or take, that the White House Correspondents Association, and it's the big five, right? What they're calling the mainstream media, which by the way, we're going to get to in a
Uh,
second, basically said, here's who not only can be in the room, but here's who gets to ask questions,
wow.
right? Right. Trump does not get elected a second time unless he is able to go around what is traditionally been called the Main Street media,
That's right.
right?
Yep.
Okay, which we're going to change that in a second. So today, what they did, which I think most people aren't going to really key in on the significance yet, is not
Yeah.
only did they set up that one seat for a social influencer in the press room. You heard about
Yeah.
that, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, and you can apply. I don't think we're ever going to get on, but we did
We
apply
should
as a social
apply.
influencer for that seat. So
I'm
if
writing
we
that
get it,
down.
Ericka, you're going.
I'm going.
Okay.
I'm writing that down.
But
Okay.
now they're breaking the monopoly of the White House Correspondents Association to
That's
who's in the room and who gets to ask questions.
good.
That that is one of the most, it's small but one of the most brilliant moves by the Trump administration. And again, you're going to see people who say that, oh, again, that he's only wants sycophants around him and he only wants, they're going to paint it in the worst way. But what it really does is it allows real news and real questions to come in to the White House, because you probably don't remember, many years ago I wrote an article called An Honest Broker, where I was railing against the fact that journalism is no longer honest or sacred, and that people are
Yeah.
pushing their political agenda, and
That's
that
right.
Edward R. Murrow, the father of American journalism, would be rolling over in his grave.
Yeah.
But because of that, because they're not honest brokers of information.
That's right.
They're not telling you what the facts are. They're telling you what to think about
Well,
events.
and you can tell that by the way questions are framed and
Oh
the
yeah.
underlying
Oh, yeah.
premise. I mean, I just can't even. the difference between the way the press secretary Karen Jean-Pierre was treated under the Biden administration
Right.
versus the way Sarah Huckabee Sanders was treated, and Kayleigh McEnany, and oh my God, Sean Spicer, which I know that was
Yeah.
but like they were cruel to them. And every question, the underlying premise was, since Donald Trump is a vicious racist and you guys are all a bunch of scumbags, here's my question that no matter what you answer, you're going to sound like a terrible, horrible person.
Well, agreed. But the point, though, that I don't want to lose here is as big and important as Doge is, because it's big and it's splashy and it's all over the news. I will argue that, and look, everyone wants government to be efficient, accountable, transparent, and save us money, especially if you're spending our money, right? OPM,
That's right.
other people's money.
Yes.
But I'm going to argue that long term, this move, which most people are not going to focus on, which is breaking the monopoly of the White House Correspondents Association to determine who's in the room and who gets to ask questions, is as important as Doge long term to the health of this country, if not more important, because it now brings fresh air into the room and the ability to have, not both coasts, if you will, or the elite media be the ones to control the messaging that comes out of the White House. Let's call them the Jim Acostas of the world.
Yep.
Right. CNN,
who's been fired, by the way.
I know, you and I were on the last show and we talked about that. I know you have a short memory, but I know he was fired. By the way, but last but not least, we have to pull up the one video of the day. I mean, this reminds me of a line from Forrest Gump where Tom Hanks says, well, Mama always said that stupid is as stupid does. Okay. So we have a woman, and let's see, what is her name here? Her name is, at least her handle was, I don't know where it is. There it is. Sarah C. Roberts. So she goes on to
Sarah Roberts.
She goes on to TikTok and basically calls for, number one, the assassination of Elon Musk.
Oh.
Right. And then she goes on to rant about how, you all aren't going to do anything. And I haven't paid my taxes in 8 years and you haven't come after me yet. You're going to have to raise the volume. But you got to hear, if you haven't, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not on TikTok. I get it indirectly. But if you haven't seen this, this is jaw dropping.
I promised myself I would avoid the news. But obviously I haven't. Here's my one thought.
Apparently she should have.
Does. Elon Musk. We need to X him. And by X, I mean formerly known as assassination.
Formerly known as assassination. That's what you just said.
And it's one
on TikTok.
I was going to fucking show up. Arrest me. You don't have enough people to even investigate me at this point. I haven't filed my taxes in 8 years. And yet,
let's pull it down.
What?
No one's good for me.
So she's on TikTok and she talks about, she makes the cut your throat.
Assassinate some motherfuckers.
Right.
Oh, whoopsie. Okay, hold on. We got to change up your mic here. Hold on. Go ahead.
So she talks about, makes the sign about cutting him off, decapitating him, and then says we need to murder him, and then we need to assassinate some MFs, right? And then, right, you gotta love this, right? And then she talks about how I haven't paid my taxes in 8 years, and you guys haven't come after me. So
why would you say that?
Well, Mama always said stupid is as stupid does. Okay, but
whether it's true or not, that's still stupid.
Well, but here's the best thing. U.S. Attorney Ed Martin gets wind of this on Twitter because the libs of TikTok put it up on Twitter. The U.S. Attorney, after she publicly threatens to assassinate, mother effers, right? And specifically murder Elon Musk, he says, U.S. Attorney Ed Martin says to this woman, what's her name again? Sarah C. Roberts. Yeah, by the way, her account's down. But so the U.S. Attorney says to the woman, duly noted, thanks for letting us know. We'll put you in the system. Talk soon, ma'am. I mean, it's like instant karma. I mean, how stupid are these people? Right? You sit there and you're like, I mean, it's amazing to me.
I've heard this before, and it didn't really make sense to me that people like disconnect online from reality. Like
Is this
they
like-
don't
This is
think
like people
it's-
who pick their nose in the car when they're driving because the windows are up. Because they think nobody can see them. I mean, what?
That's I can't I don't know. I guess people are just trying to get clicks and clout and whatever. Wow. Ben says it's not different than
well-
politicians. What are you talking about? They're
What
stupid
people-
narcissists.
Yeah, but wait a minute. What's my standard line? Where's the outrage? I mean, where? I mean,
I love
so
it.
I mean, it's just in any event. So I understand we're up against the hour. I'm just speechless. It's just to be so stupid
Yeah.
as to publicly call for the assassination. Let's call him a public official, if not a public figure.
Yeah, he is.
And then, by the way,
now.
Right. And then, by the way, to say, oh, and by the way, I haven't paid my taxes for 8 years, and you know, come get me. I mean, may I remind you, Miss Roberts, whatever your name is, they put Al Capone in jail for tax evasion. Okay, so if they can get him, they can come get you.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Go support our sponsor, asicfund.org. Also, go to israelappreciationday.com. Right?
.com. Great merch.
Right? Get some merch, bro. The artwork that was commissioned for the event is now on bags and hats and mugs and thermoses and stuff like that. So go get your merch. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. What am I missing?
You're not missing a thing.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen.
We
You'll
will
have to
see
come
you
visit us
next week.